games. We get to do this every Mondays to Fridays from 6 to 7 p.m. Amazing sport content, the very best of drive time sport on the radio. Of course, I'm going solo this evening, and that's actually why I started off with that one. We're taking it slow, we're taking it soft, so we're going to put you in a very good mood as we prepare for a beautiful game, beautiful sporting field weekend. Of course, I know a lot of people get to do some personal body works on Saturday morning, your workout, your training. Some people play football, play soccer, they play netball. Some people go swimming, whatever it is you do. Please, I would always encourage you to keep yourself healthy, and you really need to get involved in sports one way or the other. I understand people go to gym all through the week. I really understand as well, but the most important thing is that you must try the best you can to live a very healthy life, so that all of your hustle, all of this left and right, this pull it up, bring it down, you have enough time to enjoy your wealth, to enjoy your hustle, your life on Milan 98.3 FM. Well, we usually do this, three of us, the big man, I'm the middle man, and then the one that is growing vertically. Wale Adigui is not here on the show today. Today Young as well. He already told us yesterday that he's not going to be on the show today. Somehow, body don't be wood like he would always say. But trust me, I'll give you the best of sport content. I'll put it together with some really good music. As I start the show today with one of my favorite songs of all time, of course, from the son of the legendary Bob Marley. This is Skip Marley, and he featured her on that one. And the title of that song is Slow. I've got something for you from Runtown and Wizkid. I got something for you from Davido and Popcorn Risky. So, hey, I'm inviting you to join me on the show today. Don't forget, on the turn of 6:30, we'll switch over to our sponsor, Bed Baba, from 6:30 to 7 p.m. And we're going to be giving you odds for the games to expect in the major leagues across Europe tonight and, of course, tomorrow. Big game in the Premier League today. Well, Everton, they've secured our safety for the next season's English Premier League. And this is Luton as well, that will be hosting Everton to the Friday fixture. And on Saturday, I'll take you through everything you also need to expect in the game in the Premier League. We'll also talk about the German Bundesliga. We'll also talk about the Serie A. We'll also talk about this French League 1, and of course the Spanish La Liga. Real Madrid are just so close to winning to reclaiming their La Liga title from Barcelona. 1 week this weekend against Cadiz, and hey, for the first time this season, Thibaut Courtois will be in goal against Cadiz for Real Madrid this weekend. Of course, we're going to talk about yesterday's game. Chelsea, they were not exceptionally good yesterday, and whatever it was that and Postecoglou and his Tottenham Tottenham Hotspur did yesterday, it was just a bad day at work for them. They made it so easy for Chelsea, and I was beginning to see a flying Jackson. I was beginning to see one Chalobah, and I said, okay, enjoy your moment. At least for the very first time in months, Chelsea moved from 10th to 9th, where they've stayed. They've been night crawlers almost how many months now? But now they're in 8th position. Let's see how well they can push for the remaining games of the season. Or score big games yesterday in the second tier of European football, that is the Europa League. A mix of so much. It's just quite unfortunate that the last English team left in the UEFA Conference League, Aston Villa, lost at the Villa Park yesterday to Olympiacos by 4-2. They still travel to Greece next week Thursday to see if they can still salvage and put themselves into the final, the first they would have had in 38 years. But that is looking really shaky. As early as 22nd minute of that game, they were already 2-0 down against Olympiacos. But trust, Oli Watkins pulled one back and Leon Bailey another one, but it was not enough as they considered late penalties, and of course Douglas Luiz losing a penalty in that particular game after giving a penalty away. Just so bad day yesterday for Aston Villa and Emery, but they still have the second leg next season to salvage the situation. On the turn of 6:10, we'll take our first break on the show, and when we come back, we'll also look at the other UEFA Conference League game, and that was between we'll also look at the Europa League first. Yes, Bayer Leverkusen won one leg into the final again. It's been a phenomenal season. The numbers is crazy for Xabi Alonso and his boys, still unbeaten so far. They've got just 4 games to achieve immortality. They will have been the team with the longest ever unbeaten record in football history, and they're really getting close. 2 goals yesterday, and they won the first leg of their Europa League semi-final game. So against Roma, the first team to win Roma at home in the last 11 games. In the last 7 games in our competition. Of course, don't forget that they lost against Bologna. But hey, it's been a sweet run of games for AS Roma since they sacked Jose Mourinho. But they got stuck yesterday against Xabi Alonso inspired Bayer Leverkusen that are gunning for a treble. They've won the German Bundesliga with 5 games to go. They have 1 leg now in the final of the Europa League, and they've also qualified for the final of the German Cup. We'll talk about that as well. Marseille yesterday, they got stuck 1-1. They played yesterday. We'll talk about all of that when we come back, and we'll also give you a breakdown of things to expect in every other leagues across Europe. You're live on Milan 98.3 FM Sport Cruise. Let's take a break. I'll be right back.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like ⴏ ugu, and season with the rich taste of Knorr seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Build a hard water shield cement now confirm. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. WH cement for waterlogged areas. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Build a hard water shield cement number 1. Build a hard waterproof cement now confirm. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water to collect. If water jam house, foundation and basement to call. WH cement for waterlogged areas. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Lafarge, so confirm. Cement, build Lafarge water shield cement and confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's why anytime when they cook like this, I they always season them with Knorr cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatasheo, shombo, onions. No one I know they put. Now he make my pikin them, they always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never will. I want more.
You see?
Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with Knorr cubes for that to get delicious taste. Today, chop better.
Build a hard water shield cement now confirm. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. WH cement for waterlogged areas. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Build a hard water shield cement number 1. Build a hard waterproof cement now confirm. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water to collect. If water jam house, foundation and basement to call. WH cement for waterlogged areas. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Lafarge, so confirm. Cement, build Lafarge water shield cement and confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with Knorr seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Build a hard water shield cement now confirm. Number 1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. New Lafarge water shield cement. Number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement. Number one. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water to collect. If water jam house, foundation and basement to go. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Lafarge cement. New Lafarge water shield cement and confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. On Twitter at Mainland FM. We are the sound of Lagos.
Whiskey, yes, your body whiskey.
It's the hottest channel, baby.
If you don't know big man, you never know best. You know shine your eyes. You never see something. You never participate. You never do nothing. Never meant to be your wow. You never do nothing. That's when you waka. Everybody searching for the answer. No matter. If you ask me, I go ask her. How we doing? Never know the person that been around. You say the reason why the rich is getting richer, that's the reason why I'm not so rich around. If we are for Lagos, these days are the Lagos. And I say I'm for Lagos, these days are the Lagos. If you don't know big man, you never know best. You know shine your eyes. You never see something. You never participate. You never do nothing. Government in your wow, they don't do nothing. Gas keep my money low. Eyes on my money, gas keep my money low. Let's get kata do any fight. So we put the fire, but the me a tank. Because you see me in a bed. You want to friend me, just to end me. She know my fans, you got to test me. That's when you waka.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sport Cruise on Mainland 98.3. I'm sure you'll be wondering, hey, what's 𝐴𝐵T doing on radio at this time of it? You know what? It's not 𝐴𝐵T. We're just giving you a blend of music and sports just to get you into the groove of the weekend, and of course, all of the games to expect to have in all of the major leagues across Europe over the weekend. So it's a long stretch, and don't forget, on Sunday we'll have maybe like the biggest all ladies talk sports show on radio. Of course, don't miss that for anything in this world. Well, you're still live on Mainland 98.3. I tried to bring in that little of rundown into it. You know, I always do. The first I played was Slow Down from Skip Marley, and of course I brought in into Runtown. So I'm going to be running you down every games to expect this weekend. Like I said, well, Luton Town will still be trying to hold on to their, I wanted to say, political survivor. Their league status ahead of next season. Well, Everton Shandaj has been able to salvage yet again Everton, and they've had a lot of issues this season, from point deduction to a couple of their big players getting injured, but they've been able to put up a run of 4 games unbeaten, and they would want to continue that against Luton Town today. Luton Town as well, and they've been able to just give some form of brightness or some moment of brilliance this season, but they've not been really consistent. Remember, at some point they went 18 games this English Premier League, and they scored in every of those 18 games until they played Arsenal. In fact, when they played Arsenal first, Arsenal had to dig deep in the almost the last kick of that game. That's Declan Rice to score the winning goal by 4-3. But of course, when they came to the Emirates Stadium, they got stuck. They were beaten 2-0 by Arsenal. So they want to see how they can salvage their season and maintain their Premier League status ahead of next season. Yes, that's going to be the priority for Luton Town as they host Everton this evening. Big games to look out for Everton on their own part. They're not really under much pressure for anymore because they've confirmed their status ahead of next season. So let me also take you through the games to expect tomorrow in the English Premier League. Let's start from the English Premier League now. We talked about Luton Town. They will be playing their game tonight by 8 p.m. Yes, against Everton, and tomorrow early kickoff 12:30 is going to be Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, trying to extend their 1 point gap over league champions Manchester City, to extend it to 4 points. They host Bournemouth. Early kickoff tomorrow by 12:30 at the Emirates Stadium. Brentford will also host Fulham by 3 o'clock, and the same 3 o'clock is going to be Burnley hosting Newcastle. Well, it's not really been the best of season for Vincent Kompany and his Burnley army, but they're also trying to see how they can also still hold on to whatever it is they would be able to get this season. Remember that Sheffield United have been relegated already, so there are 2 more teams that will join them. I'll also give you the table of what to expect for the relegation battles as we get into the last couple of games before the end of the season for the English Premier League. Is Burnley versus Newcastle, already relegated Sheffield United. This is a relegation battle written all over it. They would host Tᴏɪᴜnᴛᴜ and Nottingham Forest. I mean, it's crazy. So you look at Leicester City coming back to the Premier League next season, and they are coming back with 2 Nigerian players. Well, we are in rumors that Leicester City may choose not to extend the contract of Kelechi Iheanacho, but of course they got Woodfred Ndidi, a player that has been so fundamental and instrumental to them gaining back their Premiership status. Almost immediately they got relegated, but we're not sure if they will be extending the status, yes, the contract of Kelechi Iheanacho, because there are words that the club had not gotten over the fact that he left them to join the Super Eagles for the African Cup of Nations. Well, let's see how all of that will go, but it will really be unfortunate if we have 2 Nigerian teams, 2 Nigerian players get back into the league, which is Kelechi Iheanacho and Winfred Ndidi, and then we have 2 Nigerian players also dropping down to the championship. If Nottingham Forest relegate, we'll have Olaino and Taiwo playing championship football next season if they choose to stay with the club. Sheffield United relegated already, will host Nottingham Forest also by 3 p.m. and the big game for the evening, Manchester City will want to respond to whatever result Arsenal got against Bournemouth earlier in the day by hosting Wolves. Remember, Wolves have been a problem for Manchester City this season. When Manchester City traveled to the Millennium, they were not able to get the results they wanted. Yeah, they lost at Wolves. Now Wolves want to do it tomorrow again, and let's see how all of that will go. Remember, if Arsenal wins Bournemouth the early kickoff, they would extend their league advantage over Man City to 4 more points. Yes, so those are the fixtures to expect in the English Premier League for tomorrow and today. Yes, we start off with today and then tomorrow as well. So let me take you through the Spanish La Liga. Yes, let's see the games to expect in the Spanish La Liga tomorrow. Okay, let me take you through the Italian Serie A first. Let's see the games to expect in the Italian Serie A tomorrow. Remember, Inter Milan are already done and dusted for that particular one. So let's see how they will be able to also still consolidate their position on the log. Nobody's coming close to that. I think that league is done and dusted. Likewise, the English Premier League and also, likewise the French League 1 and the German Bundesliga. Funny enough, I would always expect to have some good competition, but it's obviously not coming in from some of those leagues. So, fixtures to expect in the... Okay, I don't know what's up with the network. It's just making a mess of everything for me today. There's Getafe hosting Athletic Club Bilbao today. By 8 p.m. Yes, and by tomorrow, the 4th of May, is going to be Real Sociedad hosting Las Palmas by 1 o'clock. Real Madrid will host Cadiz by 3:15. Like I said, Thibaut Courtois will be back in the side after missing the entire season due to injury. He's going to be back in the side against Cadiz tomorrow. And if they win, and Barcelona fails to win Girona, interesting fixtures there by 5:30. The surprise team of the La Liga this season, which is Girona, would be hosting the team that has shown how not to defend your La Liga title, which is Barcelona. They've had their ups and downs this season. Their manager Xavi said he was leaving. He changed his mind again that he's no longer going. So they will be hosting Barcelona tomorrow rather. And the last game in the Spanish La Liga for tomorrow is Real Mallorca. They would be hosting Atletico Madrid. Well, that is exactly what to expect in the Spanish La Liga tomorrow. Let me quickly give you the table of La Liga as it stands right now. 84 points Madrid, 73 points Barcelona, 71 points Girona. So if Girona wins Barcelona tomorrow, they move to 74 points. 1 point adrift of Barcelona and 10 points away from Real Madrid, depending on what the scores of Real Madrid's game tomorrow against Cadiz would always be. Atletico Madrid far behind in 64 points, 20 points adrift of their city rival, which is Real Madrid. So you can always put your money on the fact that one is done and dusted. Talking about the La Liga as well, the same way we had it done and dusted also in the French Ligue 1 for PSG. They did it in the easiest way over the weekend, where even before kicking the ball, because by the virtue of Monaco's draw, confirmed that PSG have already won their own Ligue 1 title. Kylian Mbappe, well, not the very best of result for them in the UEFA Champions League during the week against Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna. But I can tell you for a fact that that arena is not one of the easiest places you want to go on a Champions League night. It's always really crazy, over there. So, the network is saying otherwise, and it looks like we're not going to be getting those fixtures call up for us today. But don't worry, trust me, I will bring all of that to you. Well, by 6:30, we'll take a turn of that, and I will join our sponsors, Bet Baba, as they take us through the last stretch of the show from 6:30 to 7 p.m. I'm going to take a couple of music again just to spice up the Friday for you, to put you in a good mood. And this one is from Solid Star. Well, only God knows where it's been. So, a couple of videos surfaced a couple of months back, said it's been dealing with addiction and all of that. But one good Nigerian artist that gave us some really good songs to enjoy. This one is Solid Star, and it features Flavor Nabane on this one, and it calls this one Oluchi. You're live on Milan 98.3 FM, and this is Sport Cruise with a touch of music, Friday edition. That's how we do it. I'm Okpayemi, and I'm taking you through everything you need to know about the weekend. We open the phone lines, I would come back, and then we'll also take message from our sponsors, Bet Baba. Don't go nowhere. It's Sport Cruise on Milan 98.3 FM. Solid Star featuring Flavor. Enjoy this one.
She give me chance. Nobody say she take my name to Babalawo. I listen for the wonder why. I be saying I don't know why they sing every day for my songs. Girl, are you the better fool, you baby, you the make my head is belly, so can you believe me when I say, are you there for my brain, I know they mistake you every day, girl, I know they concentrate, I know go tip your heart and run away. I'll never go astray. I'll stay with So from now till the day that I fade away, girl, you be the one I go carry. Go show my mama you I go marry. Ochigi ne me being sorry. Oh no, yeah. Girl, you believe me when I say, now you there for my baby, I know they feel stick to every day. Girl, I know they concentrate,
You dey find better odd. I bet you want play cause over 1.5. I bet you want bet say what seem no go score at all. Yeah, we get better payout. No hurry, we there for you. Our odd chap right out. We know the feeling show. Oh no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for bet baba, give me money, bet baba. Cash out it easy, oh bet baba. We get online games for you. Play all I want. Yeah. We get better bonus. I give me that no. Yeah. Now bet baba get us sharp. Darling, no. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Hush that child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication.
Okay, you're welcome back. Well, you're live from Milan 98.3 FM.
Bite your lip and take the trip. Though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip, just move on up for peace of mind.
Okay, you're welcome back to the show. Apologies for that mix-up. Well, I've gotten the fixture of all the major leagues that I couldn't take the other time. Trust me, the network can always have a way of messing things up for you. So, tonight in the Italian Serie A, there's Torino hosting Bologna, and tomorrow, early kickoff is Monza hosting Lazio, it's Sassuolo, and of course, runaway league winners Inter Milan, and of course, there's Cagliari and Lecce, there's Empoli, Frosinone, there's Verona and Fiorentina. And oh yes, those games will be for Saturday and Sunday. There's AC Milan, Genoa, and the big game for the weekend in Italian Serie A is AS Roma hosting Juventus. Juventus have been a major disappointment this season. And of course, on a Monday, there's Salernitana hosting Atalanta, and there's also Udinese hosting our own Victor Osimhen's Napoli. Yes, those are the games to expect in the Italian Serie A tomorrow. Yes, we've taken that of the English Premier League all through the weekend. We've also taken that of the Spanish La Liga, and it's we said it. Real Madrid could be crowned the champions tomorrow if they've not even been crowned already. I mean, the number of games available right now, just a draw for them against Cadiz tomorrow, irrespective of what happens between Genoa and between Girona and Barcelona, who plays tomorrow by 7:30 in the evening. It doesn't matter if Madrid wins Cadiz or you get a draw against Cadiz, then the Spanish La Liga is also done and dusted. And that takes us to that single point. The Farmers League conversation. The German Bundesliga won 5 games down. The Ligue 1 also won, about 5 games down by PSG. Inter Milan is almost like they won the league by the turn of January because nobody comes close to them. They've also been firing best attack and best defense in the league as well. And then you also look at La Liga that could be decided tomorrow with about 4 games to go. But hey, there's the English Premier League that seems to be ready to go down the wires. Arsenal, if they beat Bournemouth tomorrow, will extend their lead against Manchester City to 4 points. And Manchester City will host Wolves later tomorrow evening at the Etihad Stadium. Big games to actually look out for. Well, for Liverpool, I mean, a lot of people probably didn't even think they were going to compete for the league title this season. Looking at how they ended last season, they failed to qualify for the Champions League. And then they got knocked out from the Europa League by Atalanta after losing 3-0 at the Anfield. And of course, even though they won 1-0 at the Bergamo against Atlanta, but the first leg defeat was enough to knock them out. And hey, a lot of people felt like, why not? The Argentine club conversation is leaving at the end of the season. Maybe the team was going to deliver treble or maybe something good for him to go home with. Well, I think he's just going to make do with the one he has, the Kalinko, the League Cup, as they always have. They now choose to call it. But I mean, something also is happening to the Chelsea female team by the MIAs. It looks like she's going to be ending managerial time at Chelsea this season without a trophy. I watched their game day before yesterday against Liverpool, and they lost by 4-3. Good game, one of the best women's football I've seen in a very long time. Well, what I mean is that Manchester City wins that game, and that is done and dusted for the female, for the women soccer league. That's the WSL in the English in England. Yes. Okay, let's talk. I'm still waiting. The code is going to drop from Bed Baba, and when it drops, trust me, I'm going to give you exactly the way you want it. All through the week, it's just been cashing out all the grains for the people that followed Wale's tour prediction between the tour prediction for the Champions League first leg. Now, a lot of people followed Wale, and it worked well for Borussia Dortmund. They also got a good win against PSG, 1-0. They take it to the second leg. They stick the PSG's home in France. Let's see if they will be able to consolidate on that one new victory and scale them through, or PSG will turn the card against them. For Madrid and Bayern, 2-2 draw. Wale predicted that it was going to end in 2-2 draw, and he did exactly that. Boy, his prediction went really bad on Wednesday. In fact, everything went boost, and it didn't happen. Well, and just something here from WG and Kiss Daniel, and of course featuring Sugar Boy, and they call this one Rabba. It's not a new song as such. It was when Kiss Daniel was still at G Worldwide, his first record label. He featured his co-record label and made Sugar Boy, and they gave you this one, some really good music. What famous DJ Shabzy. Enjoy this one. It is Rabba coming from Kiss Daniel. Are you enjoying your evening? And I'm setting you in a good mood for the weekend. When I come back, I'll pick your calls and I'll read your messages. The new manager that is coming to Liverpool, do you think he's going to succeed, looking at the high level of expectations that is going to come with, especially with the the departure of Jurgen Klopp? It's giving them some good level of success. They won the Premier League, they won the Champions League as well, within the space of the last 7 years. The new manager is coming through from the Dutch league. Does he really have the capacity to get the job done, or is perhaps going to go the way of Veritag? And of course, we talked about Chelsea's game yesterday against Tottenham Hotspur. I'm sure a lot of people are expecting me to have a conversation around that, because I predicted Chelsea were going to lose. Hey, it's really bad for Tottenham Hotspur. They played Arsenal, they lost. They played Chelsea, they lost. Their next game this weekend is against Liverpool. Maybe another loss, and they still have Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Too bad for Tottenham Hotspur at the moment, but hey, they could play a big role in who wins the league. And let me break it down for you. If Arsenal continue with this momentum and they are going neck to neck against Manchester City, if Tottenham Hotspur beats Manchester City at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it automatically swings the league in the favor of Arsenal. But the question is this, because of rival. I watched an interview by Paul Robinson, Tottenham Hotspur's former goalkeeper, and he said Tottenham Hotspur fans would prefer to finish 17th on the log than to do Arsenal any favor of winning the league. That's exactly what they call rivalry. Enjoy this one, Kiss Daniel, Sugar Boy, and DJ Shabzy, and they call this one Rabba. I'll be right back.
On the dope, DJ Shabs. Mama da mi asade, mama give my love ice me. Yo hobi chaba, I say I'm in the hobi chaba. That's all you Pastor man boss on another one. Bounce me the mood to Kabadaya. Sugar boy sweet and Masalumo. No. Mr. Lover, you know business, you know rubber. Mr. Sugar, I buy you up, scatter. Boss feelings, beats. And time to be drop, put a dish to repeat. It's sharpie for the streets, no be beans. The girls want chops, big thing on repeat. You see girls that they want to deceive me, and they want cheesy. See let them know that we run the city. Yes, I did it. My friend, I come. If you like it, buy more. Tonight is yes, but then I could be anything you want. Tell me who's father, tell me who's rubber. I kick up the show, trying to see my phone. I'm not there, put together. That's what they fire me from Twitter. Say I do the best with the same time. Not to the one in me, I do the kind of me, the facts are the bullshit. Push out the city, just that we lose. So, I'm back to shoot. Sugar boy fire me, I don't know. Sharp to know, I don't know. First, the one in I want. Where them up, where them show the one in I want. Where them up, daddy, on a me, as I did it. Okay, my rabbi is me. In love with your body, said I'm in love with this body.
Hello there, your number one sports show on radio, Sports Cruise, from 6 to 7 p.m. every weekday, only on 98.3 Mainland FM. Sports Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher.
Welcome back to the show. Yes, I asked a very critical question the other time. Really critical, because if you look at the level of success that Jurgen Klopp had given Liverpool in the past few seasons that he's been there, delivered the Champions League for them. In fact, they were close in 3 of the 6 English Premier League. Unfortunately, they had 97 points, they couldn't win the league. The following season, they also lost the league after leading by 7 points at some point, at some stage in the season. Unfortunately, they lost it to, your guess is as good as mine. You can't even guess less. Manchester City dominating the English Premier League. In fact, I think Manchester City have literally turned the English Premier League to the Farmers League. But hey, it looks like Arsenal want to give them a run for the money this season. You never can tell. But the question is this: do you think Arne Slot would be able to, do better than Jurgen Klopp had been for Liverpool? The Dutchman had done an excellent job at Feyenoord, but his imminent arrival at Anfield had overwhelmed pundits and supporters. Remember, Liverpool's first choice was always going to be Xavi Alonso, but Alonso had made it clear that, hey, I'm going to stay one more season. Let me enjoy the glory of what it means to have the Champions badge as a Bayer Leverkusen manager, the first title, the first German Bundesliga title in over 100 years. So I'm going to stay back and just enjoy the moment with the guys. But the question is this: it's going to be very difficult to have a replacement for Jurgen Klopp, no doubt about that. But do you think it's going to be a success for Slot as he takes over from Liverpool next season, or you think Liverpool have brought in their own Eric? Remember when Sir Alex Ferguson left, Liverpool Manchester United have had 8 different managers. From the period Ferguson had left, they've had David Moyes, they've had Ragnick, they've had at some point in acting capacity Michael Carrick, even what's his name now? Let me see. I'm trying to remember the name of the legend of the side. Yes, I remember Ryan Giggs. Yes, it was also at some point in acting capacity. They brought in, a couple of managers, but they've not been able to deliver the results they want. They've not won the English Premier League in 14 seasons right now. I'm talking about Manchester United. Or do you think Liverpool will also go that route, or you think Slot will have instant success by slotting in effortlessly when he arrives Anfield next season? He's done an amazing job at Feyenoord. He won the Dutch league for them last season, breaking the dominance of Ajax over a long period of time. But do you think he will be able to replicate that success when it comes to Liverpool? We'll take a quick break from our sponsors, Bet Baba, and then when we come back, I'll take your answers and then we'll get straight up into the conversation again. Enjoy this one.
I bet you want to go, let's go. Over 1.5, I bet you want to say, what's in no go score at all? Yeah, we get better payout. Don't worry, we there for you. Our own chap right out. We know the feeling show. Oh, no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for Bet Baba, give me money, Bet Baba. Cash out today easy, oh Bet Baba. We get online games for you. You play all I want. Yeah. We get better bonus. I give it all. Yeah. Now Bet Baba get us cash out for sharp. Darling, no. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Okay, welcome back. Let me talk to you, Kaiwalo. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
You're welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Don't tell me you're alone in the studio.
I'm flying solo.
Right. It's not funny at all.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, enjoying it. I think the Premier League title race will go down to the wire. You never can tell what will happen at the end of match day 38. But
do you think Manchester City would lose any more game this season? They play Wolves. They play Tottenham Hotspur, Etihad Stadium away at Tottenham. Do you think they would drop points this season?
Yeah, I think because they are playing 3 London clubs before the end of the season. They are playing away at Tottenham. They are playing against Fulham, and they are playing against West Ham United. So they are playing against 3. So I don't see City winning 3 out of 3. Against the London club.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yinka Waloye. I mean, it's about the Manchester versus London now. Interesting. Really interesting. I don't know if the London clubs are ready to do their London brothers any favor, but trust me, even if anybody wants to, certainly not Tottenham Hotspur. Hello, good evening.
Hello, yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Greatness.
Greatness.
You know, okay. People a lot are disrespecting Man City and disrespecting the good work that Guardiola have been doing in Man City. You know, for someone coming saying that Fulham will be an obstacle to us, or maybe Tottenham to be an obstacle to us, his own opinion. But my own opinion, Man City not only beating them, but teaching Arsenal a next top chasing Man City.
Okay. Thank you very much, greatness. I mean, very comfortable with his whole energy around Manchester City, and I'll tell you for a fact, I'm not sure there's anyone that can disrespect Pep Guardiola. He's done an amazing job. In fact, maybe a flawless job as the manager of Manchester City. But remember, Pep Guardiola inherited a team that had won the Premier League before. Don't let us forget. He inherited the likes of Kun Aguero, Kolo Touré, Vincent Kompany. I mean, Yaya Touré rather. These are big players. David Silva. I mean, these are players that really understand, what it means to compete at the top level. But you flip the corner, you go to Arteta. What players did he inherit at Arsenal? Maybe the superstars now. They were just coming through the ranks that time. But you can't take anything away from the dominance of Manchester City. Pep Guardiola just makes it look so easy. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hello, Man City versus Wolves. It's tomorrow, right?
Yes, Man City Wolves, last game for tomorrow in the Premier League.
Yeah. I was very surprised that Bayer Leverkusen won Roma.
I mean, they're on fire.
Yeah. If they can make it without losing any game, it will be history.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe on Monday we'll look at this conversation. Which of the unbeaten run have you enjoyed the most? I'm sure a lot of us did not really see so much of the Invincibles when Arsenal won their last Premier League title 02-03 season. I mean, that's a long time. That's over 20 years ago. That was the last time they won the league title. But then you also look at Juventus. Now there's Bayer Leverkusen. Now, if they go on, they would break Benfica's record that they've set since the 1967-1968 season. That's a long time. Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay, you can you try and call back if you can. 09136000410. I'm asking, do you think the new Liverpool manager slot would be able to slot in at Anfield, or you think it's going to be a case of very Tehag, like we had it, or like we're having it right now at Manchester United? Hello, good evening, Onome. Good to have you on the show today.
Slot. Do you think slot did you want to know?
I can't hear you, Onome.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I think before clubs, there was Liverpool in the Premier League. No way. And I liken club to Alex Ferguson. You can bring that, and he did exactly that to this Liverpool squad. And the issue with this Liverpool squad is that as you can see, Salah is past his prime. In as much as you want to agree to disagree, or vice versa. So I think that it's not the coach, doesn't have the reputation, when club came in 2015, January 2015 or so. So I think it's going to really be very hard for them, regardless. They will just be like the way they were before. It's not going to be. If club goes to another club, you will see the way he's going to revive the club. He's a reviver. He was the one that brought out what's it called? Arnold. But Arnold, I knew when they made his debut against United. I think that was about 4 years ago or so. So, Robertson, how much they purchased him from? 3 million.
But he signed some big players as well.
Well, the only player he signed, Alisson and Van Dijk, is reviving from winning the Champions League.
But those are two players that have gone on to evolve at Liverpool and also create leadership for that side. Van Dijk has arguably been one of the best defenders in world football in the last 4 or 5 years.
No doubt. That's just the spirit of the push for him winning major trophies at Liverpool. Before him, there was nobody. Benitez was the only one that tried a little bit, and he succeeded in the Champions League. So the only person that tried Rogers, he was unlucky with that Liverpool and that Gerrard slip. So with him, I think they're good. No matter how structured they put in place, they are still going to come out to status quo. What sustained United a little bit for falling to below us now was the money they spent.
Thank you. Maybe Liverpool will be able to spend that money as well. 09136000410. Do you think the new Liverpool manager would slot in? Well, his name is Slot, so I'm sure you understand why I'm using slot and slotting. Yes. Will he be able to fool all of the expectations at Anfield? It's been a couple of years that have had some relative amount of success. I think 7 trophies for Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. And this is an area where a couple of players may also be leaving. There's Mohamed Salah. His contract is going to be up by 2025, and there's no indication whatsoever that the leadership or the hierarchy of Liverpool want to still give him another contract. They're not talking to him yet about any negotiation or any extension to his contract. And let's see if it's going to be a rebuilding process or it's going to be an issue of going to the market and get the very best, like Manchester United have constantly done. They've brought in Anthony, is not really worked. Brought in Jadon Sancho, is back to Dortmund on loan, and he's done exceptionally well for himself. It seems they want to also cash out on Mason Greenwood. Right now, he's had a good season. I won't be surprised if he makes the La Liga team of the season. Talking about Mason Greenwood. Well, let's see what Manchester United have done, and maybe Liverpool would also want to do that. Hello, good evening.
Chelsea put up a really good match yesterday.
You said?
Chelsea put up a really good match yesterday.
Was it Chelsea putting up a good match, or Tottenham not turning up for the evening?
Well, Tottenham have missed their chance on the Champions League.
Thank you very much. I was thinking Tottenham were going to, just do something different yesterday and help themselves to still push Aston Villa further. I remember they had 2 games on hand for Aston Villa before they played yesterday, and they lost it. They still have another game now. In the run of games, really unfortunate. The fixture has just been so unlucky, unfortunate with them. But I need to take a very quick break. Baba is calling, and when I come back, I'll still take more of your calls.
I bet you want to go, let's go. Over 1.5, I bet you want better. Say, what seem no go score at all. Hey, we get better pay out. No hurry, we there for you. Our own, chap right out. We know the feeling show. Oh, no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for bet Baba, give me money, bet Baba. Cash out today easy, or bet Baba. We get online games for you. Play all I want. Yeah. We get better bonus. I need another yeah. Now bet Baba get us cash out for sharp. Darling, no, welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Okpe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you are in solo this evening.
Yeah.
Really wow. Okay, you are doing fine. You're not missing out on those guys, man. don't mind them. My name is Umi. I think. Let me quickly chime in on that Liverpool's issue. Let me quickly say 1 or 2 things on it. Look, he has work cut out for him. You get Klopp as status, and after that this man will have to work hard to meet. First, him to overhaul that thing. Because if you are coming on the back of winning the Dutch League, what if he had all this year that he has been at Feyenoord, if he had made or complimented with say winning the Europa or already somewhere in the Champions League, would have said that it's a top position.
But remember
to be able to.
Remember, Eritrea also came in winning the Dutch League, and he didn't win any European trophy with Ajax.
Yeah, you have a point.
Good.
But the circumstances in these 2 clubs differ. Manchester United and Liverpool.
They're the 2 biggest clubs in England.
Okay. That's another very solid point. That's another solid point.
So that's why I said
I would have loved it if you can surpass the achievement of Jurgen Klopp. Because a lot of Liverpoolians, they will be looking over to him to either surpass it, because the rate at which Arsenal is riding now, it's only Manchester City that can match that pace, Mr. Okpe. And the other one concerning Manchester City dropping points, I think it's not ideal. It's not ideal for people to be wishing that Manchester City to drop points.
Thank you. People can wish for whatever they choose to wish for, as long as they're not wishing people dead. Yes, it's football. The rivalry is crazy. I just told you what Paul Robinson, former Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper, said, that every single Tottenham Hotspur fan will prefer to finish, as long as they don't relegate, than for them to do Arsenal any favor whatsoever to win the La Liga, to win the English Premier League. That's how much people take rivalry I mean, I was watching somewhere as well where Stevie Gerrard said he's exchanged jersey with more than 100 players in his footballing career, but he would never exchange jersey with a Manchester United player. That's it. That's the size of the package today, Monday, God willing. And the entire crew will be back. Wale Adigun, Young, and myself. It's been a very, very engaging week for me, no doubt about that. So much that have been talked on at different political conversations. And hey, we're still here talking sports. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Join Kunle Daniels by 7 o'clock for Voice from the Top. And by 8 o'clock, it's going to be Kokorede bringing you into the world of good music. And it's going to be Aria into the night. Stay safe and keep your dial locked on Mainland 98.3 FM because we are the sound of Lagos. Okay, Akinwande is out of here. I'll be back with you on Monday.